In a furnace, the inner and outer side of the brick wall are maintained at 1100 degrees Celsius and 700 degrees Celsius respectively, as shown in the figure. And the thermal conductivity of the brick wall is 2.5 watt per meter per Kelvin. Okay, so this is the figure given below. The brick wall is covered by an insulating material of thermal conductivity K2. Now the insulation of wall is also done, and with the material whose thermal conductivity is K2. The thickness of the insulation is 1/4 of the brick wall. The outer surface of the insulation is at 200 degrees Celsius. The heat flux through the composite walls is 2500 watt per meter square. Now the value of K2 square rounded off to 1 decimal place is, so we need to find K2. Now we know that the heat flux through the wall is given by, so let's write here heat flux through the wall, heat flux through the wall, so this is given by, let's say Q is the heat, is equal to minus K A dt by dx. Okay, so K is the thermal conductivity of the material, A is the area perpendicular to the direction of heat flow, that means cross sectional area, and dt is the change in temperature, and dx is the thickness of this wall. According to the problem, heat flux will remain constant, right? That means heat flux through the brick wall, will be equal to heat flux through insulation, Okay, now let's write the given information here. So for brick wall, let's write given info. So for brick wall, the thermal conductivity is given. So value of thermal conductivity K1 is equal to 2.5 watt per meter Kelvin. Change in temperature TT1 is also given, 700 minus 1100, that is equal to minus 400 Kelvin. For insulation, let's write for insulation, dT2 will be equal to 200 minus 700, that's given in the problem. This is equal to minus 500 Kelvin. Also, one more information is given that L2, the thickness of the insulation, is 1/4 of the thickness of the wall. So if let's say the thickness of the wall is L, so the thickness of insulation, that is L2, will be 1/4 of this value. So let's write this L1. So this will be L1 by 4. Since the heat flux through the wall remains same, so let's write here, since heat flux through the wall remains same, we can write K1 dt1 by dx. This is the thickness of the wall, so let's write dx1 is equal to K2 dt2 by dx2. Now K2 value is already mentioned in the problem, that is minus 2.5 into, we have calculated dt1, so this is minus 400, and the thickness of the brick wall, that is given, it's not given actually in the problem, but we have supposed it to be L1. We don't know the value of the thermal conductivity of this material, that actually we need to find out this value K2. dt2 we have calculated, and it is minus 500 Kelvin divided by dx2 we have calculated here, it is L1 by 4. So let's write here L1 by 4. If we do the calculation for this, we get the value of K2 will be equal to, so L1 we can cancel out from here, will be 2.5 multiplied by 400, thus 400 divided by 500 into 4. We can cancel out this 0, this 1, so this is 1, and 2.5 divided by 5 will be equal to 0.5 watt per meter Kelvin. So the thermal conductivity of the insulation is 0.5 watt per meter Kelvin. So the value of K2 is 0.5 watt per meter Kelvin, and this is rounded off to 1 decimal place. To get more information on heat conduction in furnace wall, you can refer to the NPTEL course on heat conduction in furnace wall on continuum mechanics and transport phenomena by Professor T. Ranganatha of the Department of Chemical Engineering at IIT Madras.